This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of It. Welcome back, everyone. That's right. We are back.
With a request episode.
Yes, a request episode. And you know what? Let's get the shout out right out of the way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blackwater Media, for
the Al Adamson
requesting
recommendations.
this
Requests. Yeah.
Al Adamson directography
thing.
What is this man doing? Not you, Blackwater Media. You're doing a fine job. Go check him out on YouTube.
Very fun channel.
What is Al Adamson doing? We'll get into it. But what is he doing? What is happening here?
Boobs.
Lots of boobs. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. This was recommended under the title I Spit on Your Corpse, which is not indicative of the film. The title we watched it under is Girls for Rent.
Yes.
And then I think there was also a third title of like Fatal Pursuit, something like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just adjusting our audio levels.
I think
live. We're doing it live.
I Spit on Your Corpse, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
After I Spit on Your Grave came out, they threw this either back into theaters or that's what they decided to call it on home video to capitalize on that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Because the IMDb synopsis of this movie says that a team of women goes on a killing spree across the country.
Yeah, that's what I read too, and
which
I was
is
like,
not.
Okay, I could get into that. You know, I can get down with that.
False.
It's wrong.
False.
That is absolutely not what happens in the movie at all. Hopefully the audio levels are better. They were like peaking at the beginning, so I do apologize about that. I fixed them live. We're doing it live.
Yeah, we already. We're just going.
We're just going off.
We're rolling, okay?
Anyway, before we get too far into it, I do want to give a huge shout out to our theme music extraordinaires, Corpus Earthling. Please go check them out. They send us a huge grab bag of things, and it's all awesome. If you do want, I think you can request cassettes from them and stuff, and they have pins and stickers and a bunch of stuff. Please go support them. They're really awesome. We love them. I actually genuinely like their psychotronic, weird lo-fi rock shit. It's pretty cool. I fuck with it pretty heavy. So please go check them out on Bandcamp. They are on most major streaming sources, but a good way to support them is on Bandcamp. So please do that. Big, huge shout out to them. So anyway, let's get into our Al Adamson joint here. And we'll just, here we go. This is Girls for Rent, even though that almost doesn't happen in the entire movie, but okay. What the fuck are we doing? Al Adamson, we're back to just fucking boobers and fucking gooning around. He's a gooner before gooners existed.
This is like watching a porno with most of the sex cut out.
It is so weird, and it's such an awkward movie.
I mean, it's also just very awkward, which
it's just a bunch of people staring into the camera, and there is not a single rampage in the movie.
No, there's no killing spree.
It's actually quite boring. It's a pretty boring plot if you ask me. I think it's way too boring. I was not
enough.
I was not into it. I didn't vibe with it. So basically, I guess, should we do Rambler or should we do chronological?
I don't care about chronological.
So let's do a Rambler. Let's just get the plot out of the way because
a woman is busted out of jail. She works for a crime syndicate.
So
there's no killing spree.
He hires her to be a hitman.
Yeah.
And basically, where this goes, you think it's going to go maybe she's going to go and kill more people.
That was my assumption, yes.
That was okay, he busted her out because she's the best of the best. She can get shit done. She's going to
kill
go
people.
Murder people.
Yeah.
That's fine. No. No.
Oh no.
This is an Al Adamson joint, okay?
So you get one murder.
You get one murder, and they frame the woman because she's supposed to give him a pill, and he's supposed to fall asleep.
That's what they tell him.
And they're going to take embarrassing photos of him so they can frame him for whatever.
That's what they tell the woman who is presumably his mistress.
Yes.
But he dies, and they frame her,
Yes.
and she goes on the run. That is the whole movie.
Yeah, it's just her on the run. And it's like a comedy of errors, but not big emphasis on comedy, big emphasis on error.
I mean, there's comedy. I wouldn't find it
Sort
funny
of.
because I'm not Al Adamson.
I don't know who finds it funny.
Al Adamson. Did you forget the riveting Bible scene?
Oh, God. At the abandoned gas station, where they spray painted cold beer and like no checks.
Yes.
And
on an abandoned...
and then they spray painted an open sign on it. Even they were so bold that the people would be convinced this is an open gas station.
It's a spray painted sign,
even though they never go inside the gas station, and you can see inside the gas station there's nothing there, and all the pumps are like broken down and stripped.
All the copper thieves have already gotten to them.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was hilarious. Everything with that gas station was very much wacky and goofy and totally funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Al Adamson is hilarious.
He has, a
deep sense of humor.
Yeah,
really deep sense of humor.
Because what happens is, we can just explain this in like one go. Because basically, what happens is she gets to the gas station, she asks for gas, a woman steals her car, then she goes to the bathroom, and then the bad ladies come. They ask where the fucking Pinto went. They chase after her while she's in the bathroom. And then she sees them, and she lets them go. And then they go up to the woman that stole her blue Pinto, and they shoot her. And then they go back to the gas station. But the woman is gone because she went with an old man.
Yeah.
So now they have to go to the old man.
Because they ask the guy.
Because they ask the guy.
Gas station man.
And the gas station man's like, oh, they went up the road. And because they pretend to be like from the church.
Yeah.
And so they go up to the old man. While all this is happening, the old man is taking her, I guess our main... Is she main? I don't know.
Yes.
Like, who's the protagonist? I think she is.
Yeah.
So the old man takes her to his cabin, and his son is neurodivergent. The most polite way I can say it.
It's a very nice way of saying it.
Very well, supposed to be playing a not mentally well person.
He's playing Al Adamson.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's probably accurate.
Self-insert.
And so he's like, I brought you a present. And he's like, pretty lady. And then they go into the forest to fuck. But then we were supposed to get this like sympathetic scene. Because he can't get it up.
Or something.
And she's like, oh, you'll find the right one. Just
I'm
not
going now.
And then she steals the truck. And while she steals the truck, the two bad ladies miss her and go to the fucking... You see what I mean by comedy of errors, where it's just like they just miss each other the entire time, and that's how they pad
80% of the movie.
That's how they pad out the entire movie. Is they just fucking miss each other just
barely.
Barely. Now, I also want to point out there is a very bad rubber banding problem with these cars.
What is rubber banding?
Well, because like in
Explain
games,
rubber banding.
so let's go into it. In racing games, if you play video games, there is certain mechanics called rubber banding where if you're getting too far behind the like first player, it's a handicap. It will like slingshot you to them.
Well, I was specifically going to mention when you're winning and the game developers are cheapskates. And to make it harder,
they slingshot the people behind you to you as well.
They make the enemies.
So it goes both ways, because if you have a handicap on, you rubber band to them, and if they have if they have rubber banding, they rubber band to you, so that they purposely make it like difficult for no reason,
artificially hard.
Yeah,
it's like it's a bullshit way.
It's not natural
to make something harder.
But anyway,
in this movie,
that's what rubber banding is, because they literally like bounce to the fucking cars, even though
immediately.
Well, because like that scene we mentioned where the blue Pinto drives away, he said that it got stolen an hour ago.
Yes.
An hour ago towards Arizona, right?
Yes.
They catch up to her in like a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Instantly.
An hour ago is not minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Al Adamson doesn't understand this. So
He understands. I just think that's not the point.
I know it's not the point, and I know he wanted to get the movie going, but then he like lingers too far on some other scenes, and then some scenes are too quick, and then some scenes are too slow, and then the pacing in this movie is fucking all over the goddamn place. I fucking hate it. It's fucking annoying.
Al Adamson is meticulous with his pacing in this movie.
No, he's not.
He's meticulously trying to put us to sleep.
Well, that's true. Okay. Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's human melatonin.
He knows what he's doing here. He's just you're bored out of your mind, and then he'll throw in like 2 seconds of nudity, and then it's supposed to wake up the boomers in the audience, and then as they start dozing back off, he throws in some more, and then that's the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the credits roll and whatever. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the movie.
Oh my god, it is kind of annoying how much it happens.
Let's talk about the Al Adamson's thing that he did here.
His thing?
There's the only scene in this movie that is even remotely edgy.
Oh, yeah.
Or out there.
Oh my god, I hate this scene so much.
It's the only... Because everything else in this movie, for a movie that, they retitled I Spit on Your Corpse, it's all rather vanilla.
Yeah.
Except this one scene, which is funny because he did it in another movie. Kind of.
I think he has a problem. And that's like what you said.
I know he has a problem.
He has a problem with this because if you know our history with Al Adamson, we've seen this before. So
he has a movie called Angels, Wild Women about these bikers.
Yep.
And right in the beginning of the movie, there's a part where like 2 or 3 women, like bad women, they find some guy on the side of the road and he's special, and they have sex with him.
Yeah.
And
essentially rape him.
And the whole scene, he's like...
Let's just call it what it is. They basically, like, R-word him.
The whole scene is he's like, this is unnatural. And it's like, kind of like, okay.
Well, they force themselves on him.
That was the thing that happened in Angels, Wild Women.
Yeah.
And then we get to this movie, and one of our ladies does the same thing.
To the guy that's like kind of not all there mentally. The son.
Because so this whole plot line, if this was a better director or a better movie, this is the kind of thing that would be kind of maybe creepy, maybe unsettling, and might be a nice little twist.
Right. Well, because I mean, like it could be done well.
Because the way they set it up is when the old man is taking our main lady from the gas station to his place, you're thinking he wants to get his rocks off.
Well, I was thinking like, you could have done like if you've ever seen like Wolf Creek, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like old man helps him, but then is like a psychopath, right?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, he's just horny.
Well, no, I mean like trying to get that vibe where it's like because he isn't really creepy until they park.
Well, then you see the son, because he keeps telling her that he lives with his son, and then you see the son, and he gets out, and he's like, "I brought a present for you."
But yeah, any other director would have handled this way more competently.
Because he's just like, "I have a present for you," and in
your
head,
like horrific, right?
You're thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be some weird shit."
Yeah.
No, he basically tells her
some like Hills Have Eyes shit.
No, he's just like, I want you to have sex with him, and she's like, "Wow, you're fucked up." Okay, and then.
Yeah, how dare you? Okay.
That scene happens where, he's like, he can't get it up, and she's like, okay, well, you'll meet the right one day. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's it. And
that's all that happens.
Okay, this is pointless. But later the fuck on, after a bunch of bullshit, they're all there in lovely day for night.
And the bad women, one of them is getting hammered, like just absolutely fucking shithouse. Yeah. She is drinking a full bottle of vodka, and she decides to have a little fun with the son.
She's like, hey, can you bring the son out here?
Now, again, any other director, you could do this. I mean, it's still fucked up, but you could do it way more like way more fucked up and way more creepy than this happened because it's very just awkward, like we said. Everything in this movie is fucking awkward, and it's just not done well enough to like any caliber that.
There's only one way this scene could have gone well.
What's that?
Awkward.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Because she takes him out there, and, you know, she shows him some boobage in Al Adamson fashion. It's horribly awkward. She mounts him.
She forces herself on top of him.
And he starts saying, "Mommy, mommy." And, you know, because it's got to be awkward, so he has to say mommy. And as they're both climaxing, she shoots him.
She takes out a gun and shoots him, and the dad comes out immediately and is like, "No, my son," and then she shoots her.
And laughs, and that's the scene.
Yeah,
that is the only edgy, like, crazy thing in the whole movie.
Well, yeah, it's like the only time that like he went kind of really dark.
Off the wall.
Yeah. Well, and like if the movie had more of that, maybe it would have been a little more entertaining. But like there's nothing else here.
Because there's this. So in the beginning, right, they hired the woman to be the hit woman or whatever, and the guy's like, "Here's a file on your first target." He's involved with law enforcement or some shit, and he's like, "Study this out, and tell me if you want to do it."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I got you. Okay, whatever. It's stupid, but I'm following it, right?
It's fine. You know, it's fine.
Then we get a scene of one of his assistants. He goes to a massage.
Yes.
And he's getting the massage, and he's telling the masseuse, like, "Hey, come work for us. We'll pay you a lot." And she's like, "Oh, I don't know, I guess." And he's like, "Show me what you got.
Show me the goods.
Show me the goods." And she awkwardly strips, and there's no music. It's just the sounds of clothes rustling.
Yeah, and then so she takes off her clothes. They start kissing, and
you think like, okay. Is she going to be involved with the scheme?
I was going to ask, what does this scene have any relevance with the rest of the movie?
Al Adamson wanted a massage scene.
Where she's on top of him, presumably grinding, even though she's not doing anything.
Though she's not doing a goddamn thing.
And he just awkward. You see him with his double chin, just awkwardly staring at the fucking camera. It's the weirdest fucking sex scene. Oh my god,
really?
Dude.
Well, hold your horses with the weird sex scenes, Will.
Yeah.
Because you think like, oh, is this going to have a point? No, it doesn't have a point. After this, you get the actual stupid thing with the target. And it's some old man and his mistress. And yeah, she's supposed to give him...
Well, this is like the initial setup.
I don't even know how they know her. But they tell her to give...
Well, remember, because when she gets out of jail, she goes to this guy's like house.
Was she at the party?
Yeah, she was the one in the pool, remember?
Okay.
Because it was their best call girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's explaining what they all do, right? Like one of them helps him like do wire transfer fraud, and one of them helps him do like... I
like that they show like 7 women
medical
in that scene,
fraud.
And none of them come into play.
Well, and they explain exactly what they do,
none
right?
Of it happens.
They know this whole syndicate is like very well thought out, and they use none of them.
They use 2.
They use 2 of them, and they're the most incompetent fucking people on the planet. They miss their target for literally 90% of the movie. Which
also leads to another useless thing that happens in the movie, and I'll mention that later. But yeah, they have this whole setup. She's supposed to give the guy this pill and put him to sleep and take embarrassing photos.
Yeah.
They have an awkward sex scene where it's like, you know, some 20-year-old woman and some fucking 130-year-old man.
Like some ancient dinosaur.
And it's like, okay. And then he gets a heart attack and dies.
Yeah, and she's like, well, you didn't say he would get a heart attack. You planned this the whole time. And it's like, yeah, no shit. She's like supposed to kill him.
And you'll be on the hook. And then that scene ends. And it's like, you just sit there being like, this scene could have been done in a way that was more entertaining.
You know what's even more baffling? That is the setup for the rest of the movie.
That's the whole movie.
And you have no idea that's what's going to happen because this movie doesn't telegraph where it's going at all.
So, our 2 lady killers.
Yeah.
They keep fucking up. They can't catch her, right? And eventually, like 75% of the way through the movie, there's that scene where our dude,
the dude working on the truck at the gas station.
no, he the fucking
syndicate
guy.
The syndicate guy gets called in and is like, "Hey, they're not doing a good job. You need to go take care of business."
So he calls in our guy who had the massage to like hurry it up, which leads nowhere. He doesn't do anything special.
He just picks one of them up
at the very end of the movie.
At the very end of the movie.
Well, and also another useless thing with his character during the old man fucking scene.
Yes.
With the dinosaur and the young lady.
They told him to bug the room just so they wouldn't like do anything shady.
Pointless. He bugs the room, right? And it just shows him sitting in a corner of like someone's fucking storage space.
Fucking like tape recorders on top of like a liquor box,
like a beer box. Is there a point to that?
No.
There isn't.
There's no point to most of the scenes in this movie.
He bugs them. Okay, he bugs her having sex and him dying. It
well,
goes nowhere.
Like the whole thing with the guy at the gas station working on his truck that eventually picks up the woman because she steals the old man's truck to get out of Dodge,
and it has no gas,
and it runs out of gas because why the fuck would the old man take his truck to the gas if he's at home? I have no fucking.
Thank you.
Why wouldn't he have gas? He was just at a gas station. I don't fucking get it.
And he lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't fucking understand. Anyway, our dude picks her up, and this is supposed to be like our romantic fucking
interlude,
meet cute fucking bullshit.
Oh, Al Adams knows his meet cues well.
And she tries to steal his truck, and he's like, "No,
I'll help you."
He specifically says, "I know these roads really well, and there's no way you're gonna get through them without me. So let's go back to my camp. We'll wait until daylight, and then I'll drive you into town." That's the whole setup, right? Instead, they go to their campground and have this long, stupid talk about like existential bullshit and how great the stars look in day for night. And they talk about just
they really want you to buy this
stupid shit. She tells him what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't want to be involved. I don't want to." It's like it.
Yeah.
You can tell he's about to be involved.
No shit.
But he's just like, I don't want to be involved. I can't do this. You can't get caught up with the wrong broad.
We have to get our fucking cliches out of the way.
And then of course he helps her because in the stupidest car chase I've ever seen in my entire life.
There's multiple stupid car chases in this movie.
Because
Al Adamson can't shoot a car chase to save his fucking life.
He's like the master of these roads, right? Like,
yeah.
But he says he knows these roads like the back of his hand,
and
right?
He knows the special.
He knows exactly where to go, and he knows exactly what to do.
Yep.
So tell me, why in the fuck does he get chased down by these fucking stupid hitmen? And he fucking loses his marbles and just fucking pulls off the road and parks.
And they run into the hills.
Why?
I don't know.
He knew the roads. They could have just driven back into town.
No.
My favorite character is coming up, though. The buggy guy. He's my favorite. I'll tell you. I'll explain to you why.
I think he has hearing problems.
Yeah, well, that's why. Okay, I'll explain to you why. Because he is solely attached to that dune buggy.
He's just vibing.
Should we just get to the ending?
Yeah, there's stuff to go back to, don't worry. But
yeah, there's a bunch of like stupid bullshit car chase scenes where they're just rubber banding the back and forth and fucking catching up to each other when they have no fucking idea where each other are,
like
but they suddenly know.
4 or 5 Al Adamson movies with car chases, and every single one of them is completely fucking stupid.
Each one is ass.
Like, he has no clue how to film a car chase.
The only like halfway entertaining one was what was the one where the guy's
Angel's Wild Women?
Yeah, where he's like
on the motorcycle.
Where he's leaning out the car.
And he's like just going back and forth. And the guy's like, I can't get him.
I can't get him. I can't get him. I can't get him. This guy, keep it steady. I can't get him. I can't get him.
Just 80-yard audio.
Didn't Al Adamson also use the same like car rollover explosion?
He used the same car rollover explosion in 2 movies.
Yeah, he didn't use it in this, but
in Angel's Wild Women, and he used it in Brain of Blood.
The exact same one.
It's a scene where a car just rolls off a cliff on fire and
it explodes.
He shamelessly reused it in both of them.
Yeah.
But in this, no. You know what we get in this? We get car chase number 1.
Yeah.
which ends in our evil ladies,
Yeah.
just aggressively, excitingly crashing into a tiny tree.
I know. They veer off the road. This little tiny tree.
And what do I mean by that?
They crash in.
You don't see any damage. You see nothing.
Well,
They make it a point every time they film the aftermath. They make it a point to not show the front because it's not touching the tree.
I do love after this, though. They rough up some guys
my
because
God.
they need a new car.
3 fucking idiots pull up because one of them flashes her boobie, and 3 fucking idiots who
We're back to like horny Al Adamson
Yeah.
because the last one we had didn't have like any nudity.
No.
This one has excessive nudity.
They just 3 fucking idiots pull over, and they all 3 look like they literally just were like someone hit randomly generate NPC in a video
This is
game.
also where we start seeing the film crew in reflections.
You see it the whole time.
Yeah. So like they're in the reflection of like,
the car, yeah.
of the car, and then at the gas station again. If you watch this
yeah.
movie, look at the glass on the
You see everybody.
on the fridges that are
Yeah.
totally operable
Totally.
and not empty at all, and not totally destroyed.
Sure.
Look at the glass. You'll see that fucker Al Adamson was back there somewhere, and I know,
Yeah.
I know. I fucking looked him in his soul, and I
then
was
in
like,
the fucking-
why did you do this to us? Why did you make these movies? You fucking piece of shit.
And then in the stupid scene where they're crashed, yeah, you see like 6 people reflected in the car.
Yeah, it's the whole film crew.
And yeah, these 3 idiots pull over, and I guess they're just like
They like lead them into the middle of the desert.
they just leave them like 5 feet away.
I don't.
And it's
I
like,
don't-
okay,
And he starts
let's
to,
start
like,
fucking.
He starts to like fill out one of them up, and then they just maniacally laugh while like awkwardly kicking them.
They just kick them a couple times and then drive away. And then it randomly cuts to one of them like wincing at his balls in pain.
And then the next chase scene was the woman who wanted to get to Arizona, the one that stole the blue Pinto.
Yeah.
The main
They
car.
rivetingly
They
hit some
kind of
dirt.
like they
spin out.
They spin out
hit
and they
some
kind
dirt.
of tap, and then it, of course it doesn't show any damage.
Yeah, because
And
they had to save those
They
cars.
pull her out and shoot her. I mean, it's like this awkward scene, but
And yeah, they
everything's
chase
awkward in this-
through the dirt roads,
Yeah.
which no. And then so they have a little chase
Yes.
in the canyons of whatever, and eventually the guy.
He pulls over because he's a master of the road.
Well, fuck that. I'm skipping that.
He's a master of the road. So what does he do? Gets out of the car.
Well, he kills one of the women.
Well, it's awkward. So basically, they're cornered by these 2 women
Yeah.
because they both have guns, and then they run.
They run out of bullets.
The main protagonists run out of bullets, and so he tells her to run up a hill because there's a town,
On the other end, yeah.
which there is not.
There's a
but
big
okay.
lake, but okay.
There's a weird lake with a guy who doesn't hear jack
He
shit.
just wants his buggy.
He is deaf.
One
as
track
fuck.
mind, okay?
One track mind. He's working on his buggy, and that's all he's
That's
gonna
all
work
he's
on.
gonna do.
Okay, even if women are dying around him,
Even if people are getting shot.
even if gunshots are fired, he is working on that fucking buggy. We will get to that.
Yeah,
So the guy is like, I'm gonna go attack this other one.
yeah.
So you run, and this is the only way you'll escape.
And I'll be good. Yeah.
Keep that in mind. He says this is the only way you'll survive.
Yes.
Keyword on survive.
Don't.
Uh,
It's not worth it.
I know. So he attacks one of them by awkwardly jumping off of like a rock onto her. And
Yeah.
they tussle with the gun and shoots her.
And then he takes her gun, while the other one chases our main lady.
And again, she gets to a lake, not a town.
She gets to a lake, and it's filmed so awkwardly that I couldn't tell.
Now, what I don't get is
but she gets shot.
Like, why is there a lake in the middle of this fucking desert?
I don't know, because they wanted to film there.
Yeah, I know, but like it
Al
makes
Adams
no
thought it
sen-
looked cool.
It makes no sense. Why is there a lake in the middle of the desert?
Al Adams thought it looked
Like, it's
cool.
not, it's not like a salt lake.
I don't know what it is. I truly have no idea.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, she gets there and the fucking woman like shoots her.
It's filmed so awkwardly, I couldn't even tell at first. I thought she just like faked dying.
That's what I thought was gonna
Yeah.
happen. I was like, that makes sense. Okay,
Well, 'cause
now she gets the
shoots,
jump on her.
and she just like ragdolls, but there's no blood.
Well,
so I
yeah.
thought she was faking it.
It makes no sense because it's like you're watching this woman the entire time and you're like supposedly supposed to be rooting for her because you want her to escape because these women are evil, right? They're by this point
plus
we've seen them like destroy shit, kill people like for no reason and fucking do like evil shit.
kill a whopping 3 people.
And so we're like, okay, like so she's going to get away, right?
Sure.
So she gets shot. Well, presumably. I thought she was faking it too. And the woman just walks up to her and awkwardly like just stands over her and like pushes her a little bit.
And it's like, okay, she's dead.
And then she walks to like the dock of the lake where a guy's just this is my favorite character because
He's right there.
Because he's literally right there. In the continuity of the film, he is literally like not even feet away from them.
Yeah.
He is like inches away from the fucking lake, and he just heard a woman get shot and killed, and doesn't
fine.
give a single solitary fuck.
Yeah, the bad lady walks there and gets picked up by our goon.
How
who
did
got
he
called
know
in.
where they were?
It literally doesn't.
How the
matter.
fucking shit?
Literally.
How the fucking shit did he know where the fuck she was?
Literally
They don't
doesn't
explain
matter.
jack shit. I fucking hate this movie.
It literally doesn't matter. Will.
Fuck this movie.
But she's dead. And
She is literally dead.
And
The woman we've been watching for like over an hour, and we're like supposed to be like rooting for
well, the
her.
thing that's shocking is how casual it is.
Yeah, there's no build up to it. There's no like dramatic music. It's just silent.
Like our guy finds her.
Why are we supposed to care about this fucking
doesn't
guy
matter.
anywhere?
Our guy finds her, hugs her, and I was like, "Are they just gonna roll credits?" Because
I thought
again,
I
it was
literally thought
so casual, so nonchalant about it. And then he sees the man with the buggy,
Yeah.
and he has a gun. So he goes over and he tells the guy with the buggy, "I need your buggy."
And he just takes the buggy, and we get the final awkward car chase scene.
Where eventually he shoots the goon,
Well, he shoots out the back of the car and shoots the goon in the heart.
and then he shoots the car at the perfect angle and blows up the trunk.
Yeah, you heard that right. He blows up the trunk of the car, the most explosive part of the car.
And Will
the
was- and you were
empty
Deeply
trunk.
confused.
Yeah, because
and I told you.
Again, I know that's where they put the explosives.
That's where they
okay?
put the explosives.
I get that, but
They
in
couldn't do it.
real life, an empty trunk does not explode.
It's an Al Adamson movie. What do you can't expect them to blow up the whole car.
But an empty trunk.
It's an Al Adamson movie.
You could have at least like blew up like the gas tank or something.
It's Al Adamson.
The trunk.
That's the best you can
An
get.
empty trunk.
That's all he's got.
An empty trunk. What is
That's
this
it.
guy like carrying around a bunch of grenades with him or something?
Yeah.
Like that's the continuity. Oh well, he had explosives in the back of the trunk. You
did.
know.
He had explosives. It's Al Adamson. Look, he can't help himself. He can't help but be lame.
That's why this movie was so easy to explain that we're literally done with it at 33 minutes.
No, we're not done. Because we should talk about how we knew. How we knew that this was going to be an ass fuck. The fucking opening of the movie where there is a prison bus in Mexico.
I don't.
Okay?
This makes no fucking sense.
This is how Al Adamson opens up to you. This is the first shit he takes on you right away, okay?
This makes no sense.
makes-
It's a chain gang
Perfect sense.
that is like
They're digging pipes, okay?
well, they're backhoeing dirt and
with no shoes.
and carrying pipes around.
With no shoes. And two of them start tussling.
Or tickling each other more.
They start tickling each other.
And so-
everyone stands around and hee-haws and laughs.
And then one of them like gets away, and they like all the guards except for one start running after
No,
her.
she knocks out one of the guards.
And then
It's
runs.
our woman. It's the bad lady.
Yeah.
She knocks out one of the guards and runs away. There's two other guards there, and they decide to chase the woman
Yeah.
and leave everyone else.
Right.
They slowly, very slowly, they get in the car, the fucking prison bus.
Mind you, no guard has seen them for some
One of
reason.
them, after they get in the bus and start driving away, one of them is like, "Oh shit, they're leaving," and he goes and runs after them. He has a gun.
Well, he has a rifle.
He has a
which
rifle
he
in
is
his hand.
holding above his head.
Above
for
his
some
head, like he's
reason.
surrendering. And he just waves it around, and they drive away. And the other one, oh my god,
He gets shot at a bunch.
the other
Did
one?
you notice while they were running away, it's supposed to like all, the guards were like laying on the ground,
Yes,
but we didn't see them get knocked out at all.
yes,
We saw one get
saw
knocked
one
out,
get knocked out, yeah.
but not all of them.
I know.
So I don't fucking understand.
Al Adamson's an idiot.
So the other guy is like actually shooting at her.
Yeah,
thank
and
God.
there's a the other bad woman who is involved in the whole chase shenanigans through the rest of the movie. The other one is there with a car waiting,
yeah, and it's the woman we see for the rest of the movie.
and she shoots the guard from like a mile away,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah,
This whole scene is done in the least exciting way humanly possible.
Bro, the entire movie is done
I
in
know.
the least exciting way
But
possible.
that's how you know. You just from that opening, you're just like, this is gonna be shit.
I would have turned it off.
Yes.
If we weren't doing this podcast and weren't doing requests, I would have turned
Yes.
it off. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. I truly don't understand this man. I truly do not understand the brain of Al Adamson.
Boobs.
I mean, listen, I don't know, dude. That can't be his only, like, because, I mean, why not make pornos?
I think he made some
Probably, but, like, why make, like,
actual movies.
this is worse than a plot to a porno.
No, well, it is like
It's more awkward.
it's like I said, it's like a porno plot with the meat taken out.
Yeah.
Because if you did this as a
Emphasis
porno,
on meat.
no, because if you did this as a porno, it'd literally just be her like hitching along and fucking everybody.
Yeah, that would be the porno sequences.
But instead, it's just nothing. Instead, it's just old men.
It's just boring.
It's just a movie full of like incompetent filmmaking and old men.
Just it's so boring. I don't even know. Like my eyes were glazing over. I couldn't.
And yes, it is
I couldn't believe
just-
it. Nothing exciting happens in this movie.
Because Al Adamson cannot shoot car chases.
And why?
He can't do it.
Why on earth would you kill the main girl?
He thought he was being bold.
I guess
I think he thought he was.
he
being
wanted
bold.
like a quick revenge plot at the fucking last like 2 minutes of the
Last, yeah.
movie. I don't fucking understand this man. I don't get it. I don't understand. Any other filmmaker could make this movie and make it work.
and make it significantly better. Yes.
Yes. Like even the last director we watched.
Yes.
That would have been a very different movie.
Yes.
It could have been gritty. It could have been like scary. Because, it's the classic thing of woman tries to get away from trouble and gets chased down.
Yes.
We've
it's
seen
a classic plot.
We've seen it over and over again.
It's a classic setup.
Psycho. We've seen it. Yeah. It happens all the time.
It's a classic setup.
Anyone else could do it better. Al Adamson takes this and just makes the most incompetent, and it's like a cliche at this point. Like it's such a cliche plot. He just can't do it. Even
said
like
it.
the most basic plot.
We had that movie of his called Death Dimension,
Yeah.
where it was like his martial arts epic.
Yes.
And I remember one of the things was just like, it's like you have all these pieces, you have all this shit, all
Yeah.
these pieces in your movie, you got these actors, all this stuff.
Right.
And it's just like you think of yourself, oh, it's going to be so epic. And then you give it to Al Adamson and he just fucks it up.
Well, and that's what I don't get. Like the actors aren't bad. The acting isn't like you can tell the actors were not given proper direction because they could have been good.
Well, it's just boring.
And that's what I don't get is like it's so boring. Like anyone else could have made at least a little bit more exciting or something happening on screen that we're like interested in, that we want to see the outcome of. But I didn't care a single time about what was going on screen.
Boobs.
I really did not care.
Boobs. That's it.
I don't care.
That's all he's got.
I'm not like a prepubescent boy that just needs to fucking boobs to get through a movie. Give me entertainment.
That's why Al Adams needs to get through a movie.
Yeah, I know. Except for his last one, which he needs to just stitch together free fucking movies.
Yeah, this is, one movie, thankfully.
Thank God.
My God.
Holy shit. Girls for Rent. What the fuck?
Girls for Rent.
And why is the other title I Spit on Your Corpse?
I told you why. They're trying to capitalize on I Spit on Your Grave.
But what about any of this is I Spit on Your Corpse worthy?
Marketing. Asses in seats.
Yeah, but there's no
Or asses at the video store.
I Spit on Your Grave is like a hardcore movie. Like that is fucking visceral and hard to watch and like the most brutal.
Because here's what you do. Well, you put your fucking movie out. It's bullshit, and then you say that you make a plot synopsis that says, "Oh yeah,
they go on a rampage.
It's about ladies going on a fucking killing spree.
These sexy ladies are gonna fucking kill everyone.
They're gonna kill every man,
even though they only kill like 2 people.
They're gonna be man killers. Gonna be hardcore." And then you put the title on "I Spit on Your Corpse," and some fucking idiot walks into his video store and sees it and is like, "Hell yeah, I like hardcore shit." And they put it in, and it's this. It's this.
Can you imagine saying someone looking? I want to set this up for you. What you just said. A guy walks into a video store, sees
this so happens.
Sees I Spit on Your Corpse, right?
Yeah.
And is like, I like hardcore shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Al Adamson? Fuck yeah. Like, this guy's hardcore.
I doubt they had his name on there.
Yeah, I doubt it either.
No one's going to be the visionary.
No one's from our tour, Al Adamson.
From the visionary filmmaker behind Angels, Wild Women.
But, like, can you imagine being like, this is some hardcore shit?
That's what they thought.
Like, and getting to the end of this movie and thinking that anything about this movie was hardcore at all.
They would get past the opening and be like, what is this shit?
Be like, this is nothing like I Spit on Your Grave. What the fuck is this?
As Al Adamson awkwardly pans over to women's chests.
Where's my brutal, visceral revenge movie?
The last 2 minutes.
Yeah, brutal is how I describe that.
Brutal movie.
Him in a dune buggy shooting the trunk of
There's like one scene of blood in this.
Shooting the exploding trunk of a car.
There's like one scene of blood in this. Hardcore.
Brutal.
A
guy
action.
in a fucking helmet. I'm sorry. A guy in a fucking helmet shooting the back of a car.
You don't even technically see him shooting, mind you.
The trunk explodes. Why? He's in like a fucking red derby helmet.
That's what
it's fucking so
hardcore.
It's so hardcore. It's so hardcore, man. It's so fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Al Adamson knows brutal. He knows how to fucking. He's metal as fuck.
And then they would get through that and be like, that fucking guy Al Adamson, he fucking boomed me again. He fucking got me.
That's what I always say after we watch.
He's so good, he boomed me again.
He fucking got me again. God damn it.
I went into this being hopeful and being like, hey, maybe he'll improve. It'll be entertaining. Maybe it'll be like Dynamite Brothers. And then no. Fuck you.
Al Adamson, you son of a bitch.
He can't do it.
You son of a bitch.
He did it again.
He's gonna continue doing it too.
Yeah, because we got another request of this coming. So,
because god damn it, we just can't escape him. He's like the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah,
he's just creeping around the corner.
Yeah, you don't have to summon him; he just finds his way.
He's like that meme of the guy rubbing his hands together
around the corner.
Around the corner. That's Al Adamson. Al Adamson waiting for another Team Cone episode about him.
This fucking ghost.
Is he still alive?
No, he's long departed this mortal coil.
It's probably for the best. Rest in peace, Al
He's
Adamson.
gonna fucking haunt.
But it's probably for the best. He's gonna haunt our dreams.
Yeah.
Just like give us nightmares of just like replaying back like Al Adamson movies.
All my dreams are just gonna be awkward nudity.
Yep. Awkward, like extreme close-ups of a guy awkwardly laying on a bed.
staring at the
Just
camera,
old uncles with like liver spots and fucking
rotting teeth.
rotting teeth and gross.
Thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al.
What an
Thanks, Al
image.
Adamson.
I
You're
love
a true legend, a true
legend's,
auteur.
Basic uncles everywhere.
Fuck, dude. This guy, I swear to God, he's like
Can't
the
do
most
it.
prolific director we've had.
Oh my god, he can't help himself. He just kept making shit. Some people make they'll make a couple movies and then eventually they fuck off
Yeah.
because no one's fucking buying it. Everyone's like, go away.
He's like the fucking like 70s fucking Uwe Boll.
But
he
instead-
just can't stop.
Just kept going.
He just
Just kept going.
people keep giving him fucking money to make movies and I don't understand.
But hey, if you, the listener, if you have something you deeply want us to watch,
We do requests every 5 episodes.
5 episodes.
So please put it in. We will get to it. If we haven't gone to the year yet, we wait until that year. But if it's previous year, then we will watch it.
we do it every 5 episodes.
So you can request like, as long as it's action or horror, or sci-fi, anything in like the 70s, we will get to like within a few episodes.
Anything in like 70s, anything up to 1987,
Yes.
we will get to.
But you can also request like 2000s. We'll get to it when we get to there. It might
mean,
take
so-
it might.
there's- yeah.
So the thing with like requesting those years is it might take a while for us to get to that.
But like there's quite a few people that requested things for 88. I assure you, they're at it.
They're on the list. Don't worry. We keep the list and we check it every single time we do a request.
Yeah, we're like shitty Santa Claus.
Yes. We check it twice. Sort of. Kind of.
And then you get your shit. You get
And
your
then,
bag of
and
coal.
then Alex tells me there's another Al Adamson movie, and I'm just like, fuck, okay.
Well, the movie that we get in 5 episodes from now
It's an Al Adamson movie.
is an Al Adamson movie.
So if you're new here, we do our world famous
Yes.
rating system. It's
World
called
famous
Shitty to Pretty. Patent TM pending.
Worldwide.
Where we rate it based on entertainment value. It's not off of like how good it is, because let's be honest, most of the movies on here are shit. Most general audiences would be like, this fucking movie is atrocious. I mean, they'd be right.
In this case,
movie.
they would be right.
They'd be right about this one. But
Unfortunately, they would be right in this case.
we do entertainment value, so let's do it. Shitty to pretty, 1 to 10. Let's go.
3.
3. I was gonna say 2, but it doesn't deserve a 2.
No,
not
the
that
weird special man fucking death scene is
That made me uncomfortable, and I think that was the only time I felt anything in the entire movie.
that was the only time I felt alive.
Because like I'll take uncomfortable at this point.
Well, it was just like, oh, I'm feeling an emotion
Like, oh well, this
other
is
than awkward.
other than like I want to crawl in a hole and fucking die.
Because if I just have to feel awkward for an hour and a half, like I don't need Al Adamson for that.
Like
don't-
I just
don't need
wanted to
that
fucking
bullshit.
crawl into like a fucking like a vegetative state. I fucking done.
Well, the vegetative state was due to boredom.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's cringy boredom. That's his specialty.
Good job.
Cringy boredom.
Yeah, good
Al
job.
Adamson's trademark. Cringy and bored.
Good job, Al.
Yep,
You
thanks. You added a lot of titties though.
it's no
You did it.
it's no Dynamite Brothers. It's no Black Heat. It doesn't come
I wish we were back there.
it doesn't come close to the level of
I really wish we
entertainment
were.
with
I don't
those.
know what happened. I don't know why his brain just cracked and fucking like he just decided to start making the biggest bullshit movies on the planet. Because Dynamite Brothers wasn't good,
But it was entertaining.
But it was entertaining, and it's like I don't know, like where is that Al Adamson? Why can't we return to form? Just make it entertaining.
He's motorboating.
Well, yeah, in heaven.
Do you think Al Adamson went to heaven?
No, no, I do not.
Do you think the man who made this film
No,
went to heaven?
no, he had a weird fetish about fucking like
2 movies.
special needs people.
I wonder if there's more. Is there
We-
another movie out
we-
there that has that?
We haven't watched all the Al Adamson movies,
Don't.
so we could
Luckily
be
for us,
seeing.
luckily for us, he has ventured into many genres which don't get on a podcast.
Thank God.
So thank the fucking Lord, because
I'm so glad we don't have to watch his comedies. Can you imagine him trying to make
he
a
made a
fucking
family
comedy?
movie.
I know.
Imagine.
I am so fucking happy.
family
I'm
movie?
so fucking happy we don't have to watch that. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine what an Al Adamson family
Like
movie
a
looked like?
wholesome, uplifting movie made
An
by
Al
this
Adamson
guy.
family movie? Are you fucking kidding me?
He wanted to give one to the kids. Well,
Where he couldn't show a single boob?
no boobs or no swearing. I mean, the filmmaking is probably still the same, but man,
Oh, it's probably ass. It's like literally like I'm surprised he doesn't do the cinematography himself. Like the cinematographers he like hires are the worst cameramen.
he's not one of those directors. Well,
Are the worst cameramen I've ever seen in my entire life.
he's not one of those double talents. Well,
No.
he can do directing and cinematography at the same time.
No.
Not him.
Anyway, this isn't worth your time. You can go watch it if you want.
Somewhere.
Like, good luck finding it. I don't know what to tell you.
Somewhere.
You can find it somewhere. I don't know.
I'm sure you can, if you really are desperate, you can track this down.
If you really
somewhere.
want to watch more Al Adamson movies, which if you have seen one, you've seen them all.
You kind of know
You kind of know he has the same style.
of just what's popular.
Yeah. What's popular? Let's make that and make it bad. That's his style.
I have these ingredients. Let's screw it up.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say.
That is literally.
That was Girls for Rent, and I've been Will, and this is
This is Alex
and this is they mostly come out at night.
podcast.
I fucking
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.